This video is sponsored by Factor. You know those days when you are just not in the mood to cook, but you still want something that tastes amazing and fits with your health goals? That's why I've been loving Factor. Their meals are fresh, never frozen, chef-crafted, and ready to eat in just a few minutes. That means no grocery store, no chopping, no dishes, just good food, fast. They've got 35 plus meal options every week, and I seriously look forward to picking out my favorites. I've tried everything from their calorie smart meals to the gourmet plus options. The steak is amazing. It's so juicy and tender, and it's unbelievable that it came out of a microwave. For dinner tonight, I had the steak with truffle butter, mash, and roasted carrots. And oh my gosh, the mashed potatoes were incredible. Plus, Factor now has a ton of snacks and drinks like smoothies and juices, which are perfect for when I'm busy working or heading out the door and just want to grab something for in the car. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50GoodnightMoon to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50GoodnightMoon at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Hi there, welcome in. Go ahead and get settled. Just take a deep breath for me. Good. Before we begin today, I just want to take a moment to explain a little bit about what we do here. I want to make sure there are no surprises. No surprises. No surprises. That you feel totally comfortable. Here at the clinic, we focus on the health and function of your spine and nervous system. Your spine acts almost like a suit of armor for your spinal cord, which sends messages between your body and your brain all day long. Any small misalignments in your spine can interfere with that communication, leading to all sorts of different tensions, pains, dysfunctions. Each spinal segment is made up of two vertebrae with a joint between them, a cushioning disc, and synovial fluid. That fluid acts like a lubricant, and when that joint space is adjusted, it sometimes makes a popping sound from the pressure being released. Totally normal. Totally normal. Totally normal. And oftentimes very relieving, which is the result we are hoping to achieve for you today. Today, we will be focusing on your cervical spine and shoulders. Those areas you mentioned in your intake form have been feeling somewhat tight and misaligned. Does that sound correct? Okay, great. Before we do any adjustments, I'm going to apply my gloves. Just go ahead and settle in. Settle in. Settle in for me. I'm going to start by gently massaging along your neck, just to get these muscles loosened so we're not working against resistance. Is this a comfortable amount of pressure for you? Good. Just warming up this area. The sacropital muscles are being a little bit ropey. Okay. This right side is a little bit more reactive than the left. Just feel along the back of your neck here. See, 1, 2, feel tenderness here? Okay. I'll support the base of your skull and just relax your jaw for me. Good. I'm going to do a nice slow stretch upward like this. Nice and easy. Just drawing that space out, decompressing your cervical spine bit by bit. Good. You might feel a little warmth as the fluid starts to move. That's completely normal. Just hold it right there for me. Okay. I'm going to turn your head slightly to the right now. Just breathe naturally. Don't help me. Just let me guide the movement. 3, 2, 1. Good. That's it. Guide you back to center. And adjust you down in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now let me loosen the scalenes a bit. These tend to pull the vertebrae off center when they're tight. Just gently thumbing some pressure along the left side of your neck. Anterior scalene is tight. Middle is a little bit knotted. Posterior is a bit reactive too, especially near the clavicle. Let me release that with some gentle pressure. Just nice slow circular movements. That's it. Keep breathing. I know this area here is sensitive. Melt it away. Alright. For this next adjustment, I'm going to rotate your head. You'll hear a quick pop once again. That's just nitrogen gas releasing from the joint space. Nothing to be alarmed about. Alarmed about. Alarmed about. So get you ready for a classic neck adjustment. One hand under the jaw, the other supporting the occiput. Deep breath in. Out. And up. There it is. Beautiful. Opened up nicely. Cradling your head and slowly guiding it back to center. Let's check mobility. Yeah, notice how much smoother that rotation is now. No more resistance through that mid-cervical region. Okay, now we'll do the same again, but a little bit more on your right. New hand positions, turning your head gently to the right. I can feel that C3 on this side is hypomobile. Very slight anterior translation as well. So let me make that correction now. The quick, precise thrust. Perfect. That's it. Bring you back to center. And how does this movement feel when I go like this? Good. You're doing great. I'll hold here for a moment and allow your nervous system to reset. 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 The parasympathetic response will kick in now. You might feel a nice wave of calm. Okay? How's that? You're feeling a bit of tension release already. Where do you feel the relief primarily? The sides of your neck. Okay. But you're still feeling a little bit tight on the left. Okay. About here or lower than that. Okay. Little muscles here where the neck meets the shoulders are oftentimes overlooked, but they're crucial for head posture, eye tracking, even balance. I'm going gentle pressure here, up and in. You may start to feel a dull ache. That's just the fascia letting go. That's it. So let that melt away. Now I'll stretch the cervical spine just like this, lifting your head slightly and down. Okay, good. Now moving a bit lower down into your shoulders. I want to warm up the tissues here. So I'm just going to start by massaging the tops of your shoulders right along the upper trapezius. Gently working from the acromion down into the scapular ridge. Pressing my hand gently into the traps. Nice slow kneading motion. That's it. Easing into your muscle fibers. You're carrying quite a bit here. Nothing too unusual, but I'll need to move just a little bit deeper with my thumbs. Is that painful? Okay. Let's do a temperature check while I'm here. Sometimes areas of particular tension feels warmer. It's a sign of hyperactivity or inflammation. So I'm going to hover my hands over your upper back and scapula. Okay, I'm definitely feeling warmth concentrated along the left shoulder blade. Sympathetic nerve overactivity. Do you feel extra sensitivity right about there? Okay, working deeper into those muscles. How does that feel? Tender. Okay, that's very common in this area. Don't worry, we will fully address that with the adjustment in just a moment. For now, I'm just beginning to gently mobilize the scapula to release surface tension before the joint work begins. So I'm just using my hands to rotate your shoulder gently. Small circles. Very good. Nice mobility here. Set you up for a shoulder adjustment now. And just allow me to guide you. Good. Back to center. Let's go the other way now, like this. Perfect. Okay. Just relax for me here. Good. Going to probe my fingertips into the sides of your neck again. Okay. Classic tension pattern. Head forward, shoulders elevated. I'll do a soft tissue release here with my thumbs. Now I'm going to place your left arm across your chest, just like that, and adjust you very gently, like this. Good, back to center. Did you feel the pop there? Good. Go. Let's see. Your shoulders gliding better already. Let me adjust the clavicle now. It's slightly anterior on this side. Just feel pressure and a little push. 3, 2, 1. Good. That one was tiny, but it makes a big difference. So let's repeat on your left. Just warm up those soft tissues. Beautiful. Okay, so just a minor anterior shift. it's looking balanced again. Now I'll realign the oblique to C1 segment. That's your atlanto-occipital joint. It's responsible for about 50% of your head's nodding motion. It's a delicate adjustment. Delicate adjustment. Very precise. Cradle your skull like this. Just apply the slightest rotation. Very subtle. Good. Let's double check the articulation here. Turn your head side to side softly. Much better. That's nice, smooth movement. Now grip it so we're clear. Okay, let me just stretch your head to the side now. Okay, going to take you this way. Good. How does that feel? Hold you here for a moment. Just rest the weight of your head into my hand, and I'll take you the other way. Good. You're safe here. Just let your head rest in my hand, and I'll bring you back to center. Good. Very good. Allow me to palpate here behind you. Alright, your upper thoracic area is still holding some tension, especially around T1 to T4. This is where stress tends to live when your shoulders are rounded forward too long, like this. Like at a desk or looking down at a screen. Is it alright if I palpate along your spine a bit more? Just checking for any segmental restrictions. Okay, right here. T2 is slightly posterior. I'm going to have you sit up just slightly and cross your arms over your chest like this. Good. Like this. And I'm going to place my hands on your back. Take a breath in for me, deep, and out. And I'm going to thrust you forward. Good. Bring you back to center. Perfect. That released the thoracic fixation. You'll probably feel a bit more freedom when you take your next breath. Okay, you're still feeling a little bit of tension there. Okay, good. Thanks for letting me know. Let's go ahead and massage that area. Get it nice and warmed up for you so that that tension might be a bit more willing to release for us. Good. Okay. Let's go for it now. Good. And bring you back to center. And one more time. Perfect. Now I want to work through your sternocleidomastoid right here. It's just under the jaw and down the front of your neck. Okay, let's take a look. I'm just gently pinching and gliding down that CSM muscle. Sometimes when this tightens up, it causes headaches behind the eyes or even a bit of lightheadedness. Have you experienced anything like that? Like that? Okay. I'm using just enough pressure to elongate the fibers without triggering a reflex spasm. There you go. I can feel that softening now. Now the levator scapula. This time I'll do a pin and stretch. Let me anchor the muscle at the origin near C1. Slowly guide your shoulder down and forward. That's it. Deeper stretch now. Hold and adjust. shoulder drop here. Apply downward pressure to the shoulder point, just very gently while stabilizing the medial border of the scapula. Good. Back to center. Decompressing the glenohumeral joint. It opens up the acromial space. One more. Beautiful. Thank you for working with me, but not helping me too much. Okay. I can feel that opened up very nicely for us. Let's go ahead and address your right side as well. I'm going to take you down this way, stretching you gently into an adjustment now. Beautiful. Back up and stretch you down and adjust you now. Opened up nicely as well. Let's just check your range here. Going to move you around a little bit, make sure that's operating smoothly in that area. Okay, I think we can adjust you one more time here, like this. Beautiful. Now, the supraspinatus is a common troublemaker. Overworked, tends to bunch and pinch under the acromion. Let me just glide under the trap here and lift the fascia. My fingertips pressing into your shoulder blades. You'll probably feel this one radiate a bit, maybe down the arms. Do you feel that? It's a good sign we're accessing the deeper fibers. The tension's moving. That's what we want. Okay. I'm going to do a gentle adjustment to your upper thoracic spine with a shoulder rotation. I'm going to turn you to your right, just like this. Good. Bring you back to center. I'm going to cup your shoulder blade. Apply that gentle rotational force again while stabilizing your spine. Thrust. Good. There it is. That was a nice release. Let's do it again. Perfect. Let's do the other side. Okay, just relax for me. Same sequence mirrored, just like that. Good. And again. Beautiful. One more. Good. I can feel that everything's more fluid now. Do you agree? Good. Now I'd like to check the TMJ. The temporomandibular joint can get a little misaligned from clenching, grinding, even sleeping on one side too much. Just palpating along the cheek, just in front of the ear. Can you open your mouth slightly for me? Good. There's definitely a good bit of restriction on the right. Lateral deviation. We'll apply pressure here. You may hear a small click as the joint recenters. Good. Again. And one more. Perfect. Got that. Okay, let's balance your left side. Good. Perfect. Now go like this for me. Does that feel nice and smooth? No pain, tension, clicking. Okay, let's do a gentle cranial base stretch now. I'll anchor my fingers just behind your ears and lift slightly, elongating the occiput and C1 again. This promotes cerebrospinal fluid flow, helps calm the vagus nerve. Good. You might feel a slight sense of floating. Just allow that sensation to deepen, okay? Bring you back down. And up. Just going to hold you here for a few seconds. Just stay here with me. Let the neck remember what alignment feels like. Let the shoulders forget how to hold everything. Good. I'm going to lower your head back down. Do a quick adjustment up for you, okay? Just like this. Good. Bring you down. And again. Beautiful. Gently gliding you down and up. Beautiful. You can feel that movement is much more free now. The muscles have softened. Nervous system is quieting. Just how we want it. I'll do a little bit of occipital tapping to stimulate blood flow to the scalp. Wake you gently from the parasympathetic state. Just tapping nicely at the top of your head. Over to the right side. And the left. A little bit of grounding pressure at the tops of the shoulders. Flat palm compressions. The gentle downward glide. Flat palm compressions with that downward glide. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay. If you would be comfortable, I would like to remove the gloves. Okay. I want to feel that skin with my bare fingertips, just so I can get a more accurate idea of what sort of adjustments need to be made. Need to be made for you. Okay. Let me just say it's going to be. Okay. We're definitely gonna need to twist you a bit this way, okay? Going to take the side of your head right here in my hand. Just relax and I'll adjust you now. Beautiful. Back to center. And again. Perfect. Back to center. Let me see how that feels. Okay. Definitely some improvement, but I can feel that a little bit more of release can be accomplished. Good. And then from here, I'm going to take you up this way. Good. Back down and up. Good. Back down and up. Beautiful. How does that feel? Now a quick succession of smaller adjustments. Good. Now let's loosen you up on this side. Get these tissues nice and warm, ready for action. You're doing amazing. Alright, I'm going to support the side of your head here and adjust you now. Good. Back to center and adjusting you again like this. Beautiful. And one more. Perfect. Now we're going to take you up in a more diagonal direction. Just like this. Good. Just relax. Perfect. And again. Beautiful. Now that we've released the deep stabilizers and cleared the suboccipitals, we can move into more active segmental adjustments. These will be a bit quicker. Think of it as tuning up the last strings of a finely made instrument. Okay? Just relax. 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 I'm going to use a rapid multi-point rotational technique. This will sound more intense, but it is safe and extremely effective. Extremely effective for unlocking multiple parts in quick sequence. Here we go. Take a deep breath in and out. Here we go. Good. Again. Good. Again. Perfect. Feel another release here. And here. And here. Now I'll hit a compound adjustment. Position one hand under the jaw, the other on the upper trapezius. Deep breath. And release. Deep breath. And release. Excellent. That was perfect. Now I'm going to switch to the thoracic outlet. This area can get compressed from poor posture, and adjusting it can instantly release tension in the arms and upper chest. I'm going to move behind your head. Press my fingers into your shoulders. Let's reset the costiovertebral joints. Good. Follow that up with another adjustment now. And another. And another. You can feel that rib head freeing up from the spine. You feel that? Chest should feel more open now. Let's do a scapular lift with thoracic rotation. Get all the deep crackle out of the upper spine. Okay? I'm going to cross your arms and twist your torso gently and apply a firm thrust now. 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 Beautiful. You're really unwinding now. Move to the other side. I'm going to adjust you. Going to adjust you now. Now. And now. And now. And now. And now. Good. Get back to the base. Back to the base. Back to the base. I'm going to do a head drop technique. I'll support your skull and let gravity help me access the lower cervicals. This method creates rapid fire cavitations. Here we go. Drop. Good. Drop. Drop. Okay, now back up. Good. And one more. Perfect. Now to the side, we're just going to give you a slight lean to the left. And to the right. Perfect. You still with me? Good. Let's do the shoulder decompression next. Arm traction combined with a quick lateral pull. This can release the GH joint, the clavicular articulation, and even the first rib. Okay, I'm going to hold your wrist and elbow and then pull with control. Are you ready? Here we go. There it is. Again. Good. And one more. That was clean. Feel that arm. This is your left arm. That your left arm should be able to swing more freely after that. We'll do the same on the right. Now. Good. Again. And one more. Beautiful. Give me a nice little arm swing. Okay. Why don't you give me a nice little arm swing? How does that feel? Nice and smooth. Good. Now, a little known favorite, the anterior cervical glide. I'm going to gently press forward on your tracheal space. Not the airway, just enough to shift the vertebrae back into place. I'm pressing my fingers below your jaw, near the throat. 3 quick impulses and go. And back up. Subtle but powerful. Now for another crowd favorite, the chin tuck drop. Guide your chin down slightly. Tuck the head and make one fluid motion to release the cervico-thoracic junction. Now, back down, just tuck in for me, and a nice clean crack right at the base of the neck. I think we can get a little bit more release from that T1. Bring you back down and up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's do an ear pull next. This isn't just for sound. It actually decompresses the temporal bones and helps reset the cranial rhythm. I'm going to gently hook my fingers around your earlobe and lift diagonally. You'll hear a nice little pop in your left ear. Good. And again. Good. One more. Beautiful. Now we can do the other ear like this. Good. And again. Come over here to your left ear and massage that a bit. Make sure all of the tension is releasing properly. Good, good, good. Same treatment for your right ear. Can't have your right ear getting biscuits. You're doing a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job for me. Now, one of the more precise adjustments is the jaw glide with Atlas reset. Cup your jaw with one hand and your occiput with the other. Small lateral shift, micro thrust like that, and like that, like that, and like that. Make sure the TMJ aligns with C1 here and here. Let's finish with a full rhythmic occipital pump. This will send a wave of fluid and calm up your spine into your brainstem. Lift the base of your head and rock it gently. Okay, here we go. And again. Beautiful. Adjust. Back down. Adjust. Back down. Adjust. Back down. Let's hold here for a moment. How do you feel? Okay, so still a bit tight at the base of the head. I'll hold my hand still at the base of your chin, at the back of your head, and we'll release that tension now. Alright. And again. Beautiful. Let's do a focused pass through the cervical spine again, this time using varied vector angles, because I want to release any microfixations that didn't quite clear up earlier. These are the quiet little locks that are hiding beneath the surface. Rest your head in my hand again. Good. Going to glide upward now, just lifting you slightly at the occiput. Gently lifting up, up, up a little more. There it is. Now I'll apply downward traction. Now. Elongating the spine from C1 to C7 like this. And like this. And like this. And one more. Down we go. Good. Letting gravity do the work. Feel that length returning to your neck. space right between the vertebrae. Good, good, good. Now I'm going to rotate the head slightly to the left. That adjustment should release tension along the lateral chain. So follow the movement. No resistance. Good. Now, here's the angle. Follow the movement. Good. Just a little more. Smooth rotation left. Good. Almost there. Just another micro adjustment. Good. I want to hold under the mandible. And, okay, I'm going to hold you under the mandible now. And thrust up. Nice release. Again. Good. Just relax for me. I'm going to tilt your head back one more time now. Good. Let's bring you back to center and see how you're feeling. Just let the weight of your head fall into my hands. Okay. Nice. Right side down. Do you feel the stretch right along the scalene? Okay. Going to apply a lateral impulse at the base of the neck. Very shallow angle. Swing slightly outward. Hold still. There. Hold still. There we go. Hold still. Nice. C5 and C6 both moved on that one. Clean release. Okay, I'm going to need to tilt you to the right. Now. And to the left. Beautiful. Both sides released nice and evenly for us. Now I'm going to do a diagonal glide adjustment. This one involves lifting the chin and rotating the head at the same time. You'll feel a slight stretch through your throat and into the base of your skull. Okay? Good. Perfect. Just relax. Beautiful. Drop your head down for me. And here we go. Again. Okay. Beautiful. That was the cervical thoracic junction. C7 releasing from T1. I want to isolate C1, your atlas. It's incredibly subtle, but it affects everything from balance to migraine triggers. Okay, go pull in here into the base of the skull, using my index fingers to cradle the lateral masses of C1. Slight lift. Slight rotation. Back to center. Slight rotation. Good. That was C1 slipping back into alignment with the occipital condyles. Just a whisper of a shift, but you'll definitely feel it later on when you stand up straighter without even trying. Now I'm going to oscillate the entire cervical stack with feather-light pulses. This stimulates fluid exchange in the discs and invites the nervous system to stay in parasympathetic mode. Okay? I'm going to just take you gently up, 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 and down, down, down. Just like that. Okay, up and down, up and down. Okay, the entire cervical spine is now fluid, mobile, and aligned. You might even notice that your voice feels clearer and that your eyes want to close, that your head feels lighter. That's the work taking hold. Let's wrap up with a few finishing touches. I'll use a little cranial unwinding to settle your nervous system. My fingertips gently holding either side of the skull near the temples. Bit of soft, guided movement. Just trust me. You are aligned. You are calm. You are balanced. You may notice a slight tingling behind your ears, maybe even along your arms. It's a good sign. Your nerves are recalibrating. I'll send you home with a few gentle stretches and some posture tips. But for now, just rest. Drink plenty of water. You've done really well today. Thank you for trusting me with your care. Come back anytime. I'll see you next time.